Hello and welcome to a product spotlight video. For this product spotlight, I am going to be spotlighting the Floral Impressions Suite Collection. This is part of our May 6th, 2025 exclusively online products. There are a lot. You can see I've got a PDF file here that has all of the products. And if you are interested in getting this free download for this PDF that you can print out yourself so you know everything that is in this release, you can go to www.barbstamps.com/SHOP for shop. That will take you to my blog store, and I have tons of free downloads there along with all kinds of class kits and PDFs that you can purchase, but this should be one of the first things that you find. So let me go ahead and get some of these products and I will share with you what they're all about. All right, here's what comes in the suite. We've got the Impressions of Bloom stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set. And then we have the Impressions of Bloom dies. It is a set of 25. Kind of shake them out there. I'll talk a little bit more about all the ways you can use the dies and the stamps in just a second. We've also got these really fun foiled frames and labels ephemera pack. There are two different sets, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, there's three. So you get two sheets of each. So you can see you've got some large tags here, and they all come with a nice gold frame. And then we have these fun frames, again, all with the nice gold frame. And then we have these as well. And I have used one on a sample card that I'm going to share with you, and that is why I have my little extra frame. We've also got the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink. Is that what they're called? Yes. Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. You can also see that there are some clear, and they all have a little bit of gold foil in them, and I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick that up, but each one of these little gems has a little bit of gold foil within it. It is really pretty. We've also got the Pressed Flowers embossing folder, and this is what that will come out to be. If the camera's going to pick that up for us here, it should. And then finally, we have the Floral Impressions Designer Series paper. It comes 12 by 12. I cut mine to 6 by 6 just so we can see it in the frame. So we've got this pattern here, this fun pattern, and there's a lot of really nice floral patterns in here. I'm really happy with this paper. And I've got some card samples that share a number of these patterns for you in a little bit. And then that one. And then the back sides are all kind of neutral patterns that you could use, not just with this suite of products, but with anything else. Got some nice little neutral, and that one. And then we have the coordinating colors for this designer series paper. We're going to start out. We've got Strawberry Slush, we've got Pretty in Pink, Pool Party, Pecan Pie, Peach Pie, Old Olive, Misty Moonlight, Garden Green, Fresh Freesia, Darling Duckling, and Crushed Curry. So all of these colors can be found in the designer series paper, which is amazing. What a beautiful rainbow that is. So I have completed this little chart for you to kind of show you what the different stamps and dies will do. So as you can see in the stamp set, we have 3 separate flower images, and they are all 2-step stamped images. While you can use them individually, they look much better when they are stamped together, obviously. So you can see I've got the large flower here where I have 2-step stamped it with Pretty in Pink and Strawberry Slush, the daisy, and then the smaller flower. And then the middles of all these flowers are the dies, okay? Then we also have dies that cut out all of these flowers. And so you can see I have done them all here. You can cut them out plain, solid, or you can add the detail piece, which I'll talk about in just a second, to make it a little more 3D. We have 2 sizes of flower middles in the dies, and of course we then have the flower middles in the stamps as well. We have this fun leafy piece here. We've got another larger kind of flower piece, another die that will do the 2 flowers together, and then you can see that you can also layer those. And then we have 2 dies that will create these tiny little flowers, so there's 3 on each die. Kind of the star of the show of this die set is the large ovals that it has, and you can use these in a couple different ways, I guess. I've got a couple shared for you here. So one of the dies, whoops, I gotta poke out my little stitching piece that I got left in there. So this die actually cuts a frame, which you can see that I have done that in cloud cover here, and it will give you the centerpiece as well. So you get 2 pieces out of this die right here. So you can see I've glued the large oval, and then I did do the frame around it. There is also another die here, this one here, and that is the larger die that is under my Secret C. So I have the center of this die mounted onto this die, and I'll bring it a little closer. You can see there is just a very slight border around when you layer those two together. And then you have this piece here. All right, so let's move on, and I'm going to share some sample, or I'll bring in the rest of the dies first. So these dies are pretty tiny, so I keep them in a separate package within my die set just because I'm afraid I might lose them, because that's kind of how I roll sometimes. But as you can see, here are the 2 little tiny flower dies. These tiny little circle dies actually give you the detail in the flower middles. And then these are some little leaf pieces that actually give you the detail in the die cut leaves, okay? So you'd have this leaf here is just a whole leaf without any detail. And do I have one of those? I'm sure I have one on a card sample. So we'll share that in just a moment. All right, then we have all the flowers you can cut them out just plain, like I have done with this stamped flower, because you could put the detail in there if you want to, but I did not. So I literally just double stamped, 2-step stamped it, and then I die cut it out. But if you want to add the centerpiece just pops, just lays right in there, and then you can send it through your machine. Now, what I like to do, just because I don't like things to shift in my machine, I will get this kind of situated to where it needs to be, and then I'll take a piece of Post-it tape. You could also use a Post-it note, and then I will just place that on top of my dice just to secure them together so that when I run them through, they stay together, okay? And I do that with all of them. All 3 of these floral pieces have that extra middle piece to die cut that, so that's pretty cool. All right, and then we have this. We also have 2 different stems, as you can see by my little chart. We've got the solid stem, the single stem, and then we have the double stem, which is this one right here. So that's pretty fun. Again, the large floral piece right there, this flower here, this one, and then I have the double flower piece that's right there. So you can see I've got all the dies and their stamped partners on my sheet here. So let me go and grab some cards to kind of share with you what things can look like. Oh, and then we have the solid leaf that was stuck in my package. So you can sort of see these things in action, okay? So I'm going to start out with this card here where I used one of those foil frames and I stamped the daisy image here. Now I did not 2-step stamp this. I just did the solid daisy just like it is. And then I added the little flower middle and then a couple of the leaf pieces, a sentiment, and then I have the little gems right there for you. All right, next I have this beautiful card here that uses some of the designer series paper. We've got that 2-step stamped large flower, and then we have the leaf die, pretty cool with the sentiment. We've got this one. This one uses the frame and the inside piece together, but I've got them in different colors. So I've got the inside piece in white, the frame in Secret C, and then I've also got the fabulous embossing folder back there. And then we have done some 2-step stamping with all the flowers. All right, we've got this one here. This also uses the large oval, some more of that gorgeous, gorgeous designer series paper. The little, I don't know what kind of flowers these are, but they're a little bit odd shaped, but they look really great stacked together on this floral or on this leafy piece. And then I have these tiny little flowers, and I have put a rhinestone in the middles of all of those. Got this one here that uses that double stem piece and then a couple of the different flowers with their flower middles, sentiment, some of that beautiful designer series paper. And I would have ribbon here, but of course I haven't been able to order the ribbon yet because the catalog's not live. Did I mention the designer series paper? I think so, but maybe I didn't. And then of course some of those gems. And then finally, I have this piece or this card here. This is a fun, kind of a fun fold with a gift card holder in it. Pretty cool. A couple different pieces of the designer series paper. We've got the leaves, the flowers, the flower middles, just a whole lot going on here. So this is an absolutely fantastic suite of products. If you haven't taken a look at it yet, please do, because you will not be disappointed with all the fun. Oh, I just found one more card, and I've got this one too. This one just uses the frame piece and then all of the die cut flowers in different colors and the flower middles and then some gems. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today and getting a little more information about the Floral Impressions Suite. It's an amazing collection of products, and if you need to get it, please do so in my store at shoppingwithbarb.com.